What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TW Motorsports, and today we are back on the white Sierra pickup, and we are going to be attempting to install a driver information center. So what is a driver information center? Well, guys, this is something that I've done with several trucks. We're going to be replacing that too, by the way. Several trucks over the years. To me, guys, these panels right here, they're relatively inexpensive, and I'll list all this stuff in the description, but you need two things. You're going to need the panel, the replacement panel, to go here. Unless you want to try to cut your own, I don't recommend that. It's going to fit like crap and look terrible. So when it's available from GM, guys, use it. Got a new driver information switch. You can buy this used. So if you go to a salvage yard, I'm going to list it in the description as new because this is a new GM part, as is this. But it's very simple, guys, and I'm hoping the 6-cylinder is no different than the V8. I have never done a 6-cylinder truck. I assume it is still there. We may be mistaken, but here's what we need to do. We need to pull this panel off. So this guy right here is a separate panel, and I do not believe we have to take the bottom off to get this off. We will just pull this thing out, getting our fingers behind it. If you want to grab a panel removal tool, that's up to you guys. Sometimes if you can get your fingers in there, that works as well. Let me make sure that we don't have to, no, I think we can get that out of there. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod. We'll continue pulling this thing out. Now you're probably saying like, why do we need this? Well, you don't have to have this, guys. I just think it looks really nice. And here's the deal. It allows you to have access to some other stuff that you wouldn't normally have access to. So like your trip odometer and everything, like all your controls are controlled through like your trip reset. So this button in here, and while that works, it's just kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of hokey to me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull this thing out of here, and yes, we can add it. You see this plug right here? Normally, guys, let me unplug this other stuff here. We should only have one plug, and it looks like somebody has tagged into something in the past. That's always a good sign. I don't know what that's going to. You see that wire, that jumper wire? I'm not sure about that. But anyway, so look, the factory actually set that up. So a guy could cut this, and the piece to hold the switch is there. But normally, guys, right here is a plug, and it plugs into nothing. It's just, they ran it in all the trucks, and it's not, you don't have to have that option for that plug to be there. And so I assumed it was like all the trucks, but we are gonna have to go grab a flat blade screwdriver, and we're gonna have to get our window switches out, or our window switches, our light switch and our dome and our fog light if yours is so equipped. But all we need to do in order to do that is we'll pry this up, and it'll actually push out from this side. Let me just go grab something to pull that out real quick. Also gonna kind of clean this up off camera, just since we're here. I got that cleaned up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna pull this out if I can. May have to use this on both sides at the same time, but I'm using a flat blade screwdriver. Probably not the best option. Got that side out, and then at the same time, gotta try to push this side out at the same time we're prying it up. And there's two clips on this side, and it's all one switch. So you can see we've got that out, and we'll knock the junk off it real quick. I've just got some chemical guys on a towel and a brush. And then we need to grab our new piece that has the provisions for this and the driver information center. That looks better. So you can basically toss this, unless for some reason you're a hoarder and wanted to keep it. No real sense in it. We've got our new piece from GM here. And so guys, obviously we need to push this in, and you should just be able to push it in, and it clips right back into where it came out of in the other one. There we go. And all my switches seem to be working. All right, so obviously we've got the cutaway, so we need to grab that piece as well. Let's grab it real quick. And like I said, if you want to go to the salvage yard and get this used, I just like, you know, It's not super expensive, so buying it secondhand isn't worth it to me because all the buttons have wear on it. This is the same situation as your light switch. You just push that guy in there. Make sure that you get them all four to click. A lot of times you'll see these broken over the years. People just beat the crap out of them. But guys, that is it. We only have two things to plug in. We have this, which is our window switch, or I don't know why I keep calling it that. Our headlight switch, I guess you'd say. And the switch that goes up here to this guy. If I can see, I noticed my dome light went off. How handy. And this feels like it's going the wrong way. I'm gonna have to grab a light. Yep. I don't think it's gonna work for me. I feel like it's backwards. There we go. Got it. Now, it does have a little bit of a lip on the bottom. Chances are, guys, you probably should pull that lower panel off. But, man, I really don't want to. You know what? I'm gonna pull it off. Well, I sure hate to break this new piece I just bought, but I'm gonna pull it off. There's only a couple screws in the bottom of it here. Let me go grab what we need and we'll get it off there. Underneath here you can see we've got a couple Phillips here. I'm guessing, guys, somebody's tagged into a couple things down here. We're gonna get these two Phillips out. There's one here and there's one here. And then behind this, you'll see one as well. And we need to unhook this. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Now to get this off, there's a couple different avenues. You can take the 10mm out that's right there, or you could unhook your cable. I'm gonna take the 10mm out, slide this thing forward so the whole thing is loose and we're not having to worry about that interfering when we're pulling the rest of this off. Once we have that loose, you push it back and this guy is completely loose. Now the rest should be clips. So we're gonna have to, we wanna pull as straight back as possible. Like that. And a lot of times your clips, okay, they stayed. That's good. See your clips here, here, and here. Probably should have pulled this off first, actually. That's okay, it didn't hurt anything. Now, maybe we can get this thing snapped back in without any issue. Oh yeah. Should have definitely done that to begin with. Oh well. This up top is a little tricky. Kind of got to get the corner in. Man. That's one of those deals you could pull out this top piece as well, but we've got it in there. I'll wipe it down here. I got my dirty fingerprints all over it, and I'm gonna pull you guys in here and we are gonna give this a shot. I'm a little concerned that my dome light went out, but we'll give it a shot here and see. Sorry guys, I was filming a little lower, but got it pushed all the way in now that that's out of the way, but I'm a little concerned that this is our next fix. I'm just gonna leave this off so we can fix this, but our key gives us fits turning. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you guys through this process. I don't know why my dome light's off though. There we go. Huh. Okay, let's take you off this and show you what we have added now. So normally, let's turn this light off so we're not. Normally what we would have is this button up here, right? So you've got your service airbag, all the engine functions that this has, you toggle in between it with this, right? Well, now that we have our driver information center, and look, it's all lit up like it's supposed to be, we have trip, fuel range, average fuel economy, fuel used, timer, trans temp. The next one down, we've got oil life remaining, English and metric, our tire pressures. See, normally guys, it would only show you like low. Now we have the ability to toggle between all these engine hours, how you can relearn a remote, because we're going to be adding a key fob down the road. Down to the next one, you could change like exit lighting, a bunch of this stuff. It's kind of cool. And then of course your check mark, which selects, you know, each and every one of these, which we'll dive more into this when we get to the like adding a key fob, because we're going to be adding the factory key fob to this. I think this looks so much nicer, and it gives you the ability to see more things. I like to know, I wanted to put this in before I put the wheels and tires on, because I wanted to be able to know what the pressure was in each individual tire at any time. So now I can just toggle in and see the front and the rear pressures, you know, accordingly. So anyway, guys, that was, like I said, I wanted to make a short video on this. I know it wasn't very long, but yeah, this is very simple. Doesn't require a ton of money to do this. In the next video on this thing, guys, we are going to try to attempt to fix our key issue that we have had ever since we've owned this truck. Now, I actually think that, sorry, I'm going to clip my holder back on here. I actually think that a guy could maybe get another key cut. That key looks really worn to me. As a matter of fact, check this thing out. It just looks really worn, but we're going to see if we can fix that with a piece that GM has, because here's what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want to replace that with a new tumbler that you can buy at any local parts store, because it wouldn't match the key for the door. Now, if we had key fobs, does it matter? No, probably not. But if I ever wanted to have a key cut, let's say I lost all my keys and needed a key cut, I have no idea what to cut it for. If you replace it with the factory one, you have the ability to get a key cut off a VIN at any GM dealer. Kind of like that option, to be honest with you. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, I know it was a short one, but that is a really cool mod that you can do for relatively cheap, 6-cylinder V8, whatever you got. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are not subscribed, go down there, hit that subscribe button. Of course, ring that bell icon that notifies you every time we drop a new video, and stay tuned to see more to come on this truck.